The views and comments expressed on the following radio program by its hosts and their guests do not necessarily reflect the views of rmconair.com or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
What you looking at? I stepped in, updated, fresh, upgraded, shining, opposite of shaded. Swag so mad, we kill it. You said to go home, replay it. You feel it, we made it. Out for Mega Mind, out for David. Kept it 100, I gave it to reap the benefits of this labor. I'm on in all states, that's your good neighbor now. Did I wait you the paper and risk what I came with and turn into Vegas like stacking the chips on the daily? The deck that they gave me, I break to the table. I'm dealing out, pay me. I'm spilling my gravy, too much on my plate. It's like eating for 80. Your lady, they gave me the green light for Brady. I gave her the Cheney, she gave me the push. How could you play? I'm graduated, drinks up, now evaporated. I'm on one, I'm activated. Turned down for what? I'm only doing such if I'm evacuated. I'm in the building like drywall. I'm captivating them eyeballs. Anything to say? Why blog? Speak up when I walk right by y'all. When I see you snakes, get your eyes fall. They hungry to strike, and that's the moment I like. But the only means that I'm doing it right. And we gonna run this town tonight. We take a makeup chicken, keep it poppin', never stopping. If they hate, then we dodge them, no escaping, then we drop them. But it's a celebration, everybody came and watching, and we came with the option. Who the hell is gonna stop us now? I see you looking bad. What you looking at? You can get it fast, boy. What you looking at? How do I look? Look, how do I look? Look, how do I look? Look, how do I look?
Hey, hit that with a round of applause real quick. That's my motherfucking homie right there. Shout out to Dirty Twan, Rhyme Disciples, man. It's Generation U Radio, man. Reality Radio, Fridays at 6 o'clock. You know the deal, man. My name is Scott Taylor, a.k.a. Scotty Trippin'. In the house we got.
Hey, it's Catherine J. Hood, a.k.a. Cat. I guess I earned that.
Hit her with a round of applause, man. I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying? She came in swinging. All right, go ahead.
What's up, you guys? Come in. Courtney Black in the building. Happy Friday.
I like you with your hair out. Looking outstanding.
I gotta be sprayed to go to
tomorrow.
Team Natural.
And then Team Natural on the West, goddammit.
Yeah, right. And in the house we got.
It's tomorrow.
He got his sunglasses. Hold up, he got his sunglasses on. He got his snooki on. What is that?
A snooki?
Is that a snooki? It looked like something like that.
Anyway, it's your boy William Basham representing my city. This is U-Dub on my hat, just letting you know.
Okay.
U-Dub.
Shout out to Tacoma.
Yeah.
I don't know Seattle. I don't know them. I don't even know none of them. I don't know none of them.
I know them people.
And in the house we got.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Tony J. You know, shout out to San Diego.
Damn right, man. All right.
South, North, we all up in here.
We give a round of applause. It's all the way around. And in the house we got.
Hello, comedian Leanne Tooker. Happy Friday, everybody.
Team Diversity, baby. We don't really got to do the damn studio audience. Tired in the motherfucker. And in the house we got.
Pastor Stephen Carter from Brooklyn, New York.
Pastor, pardon my French.
You all right, man?
My bad, bro. My bad. Yeah, man. We got a special guest DJ in the building right now, man. DJ Aleeeeks. Go ahead and get on the mic real quick. Tell the people about yourself. You can turn that music up too, please. There you go. Any? Yeah, just yell.
Got it.
What's up? Aleeeeks here.
What's going on, man?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Just happy to be here. Chilling with y'all.
We appreciate you coming out, man. So we met at the karaoke thing, right?
Yeah. Brew House, right?
Shout out to the Brew House, the Thursday night event.
Yeah.
Going on. DJ White J, you know, he's affiliated and stuff like that. So how long you been spinning, man?
About 2-3 years now.
2-3 years. That's what's up, man. Hey, we got a very special show for y'all today, man. It's the Back in the Day show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So we have a full house up in here.
You're damn right, man. We got a full house, man. It's Generation U Radio. Make sure to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Gen U Radio. Follow us on IG and Twitter and all that, man. We'll be right back after this break.
Yellow 7-9 civilians on display. My nigga Bongo whipped it up. Oh my god. Dip my rim today so they can ride out to the honeycomb hide out. I'm show you how to wild out like Jack Tripper. Let me be Bambino on your snippers. YKK on your zipper. Lick you like a lizard when I'm slizzard. A sober. 6 million ways to fold ya. Like Noah's, I get 2 of views and you get pretty deep. But I call your ass round 8ish. I know you'll be there for me, girl. Ain't nobody don't miss me. I'm just so fresh and so clean.
Those huge baby eyes get to running off at their mouth and telling me everything that's on your nasty mind. They say you're malnutrition, then need a vitamin D and inviting me to that tingle in your spine. I love who you are, love who you ain't. You're so whips. Rick James and no chains and whips. I do suck lips till hips jerk. And double time, the boy next door's a freak. Ha ha.
Oh yeah. Shout out to DJ Aleeeeks on the ones and twos real quick.
Doing that, I like it.
Let that run. I don't know what it is, but let it. I don't know, man. We messed it all up. Generation U Radio, we back. It's the Back in the Day show, baby.
Back in the day.
You know what I'm saying? All right, man. So, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and take my water break real quick. Courtney, what you got to say about
What's up,
the
you guys? Back in the day, it always makes you feel good when you think about how you grew up, reminiscing back in the day. What did you do? It's funny, I was just dressed like this, but as I dressed like this, I realized, everybody, you from D.C., Rock Creek Park, this is like my summer camp outfit.
You're damn right.
I was like, I feel like I'm going to summer camp today, because right at Rock Creek Park.
She do got the light.
So what
it's cute.
It's cute.
It's still cute. You know,
like
you can run. You can still go hiking.
The booty though.
She can still go hiking. I was looking straight down. I didn't even see your face.
Just a molester-like, right?
I ain't supposed to look
Rock
in.
Creek Park. Yeah,
that's true. Shout out to all the homies at Rock Creek Park. Yeah, we ain't gonna let them go out like that.
So what kind of like favorite things do you guys think about, remember? It's summertime, running through the sprinklers, anything like?
Yes, from Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, you from Brooklyn? Okay.
Oh, so you know like all
I'm
about.
from DC. Okay, Brooklyn in the house.
Yes, running through the sprinklers.
Nice. On a hot summer day.
Making it your own pool.
Did you have the wrench and crack it open yourself? Were you that dude?
Yes, I had to actually crank it up and actually run through it and wait for the fire department
these
to come
people don't know nothing about that. We in LA,
Oh,
everybody got a pool out here.
Yeah.
They don't know about those sprinklers.
Sneaking celebrity homes.
Put a tarp over the side of a hill and put some water on it. That's your water slide, damn it.
That's a water slide.
That's a water slide.
That's not.
That's a water slide.
We had like a tarp from my
Slip and slide.
grandmother's garden, and we laid it on the grass. And then if you put soap,
I'm about to say
fly
soap,
like
you'll
10
fly.
times faster.
So they made their own slip and slide. Nice.
Hey.
Nice. Slip and slide.
It's got baby oil all over the place.
Baby oil?
And then when you do it as an adult, they call
worry
it
about my
something
life.
different.
Right? Oh my God.
That's
Twister, sex twister.
Yeah, man. Hey,
What's your name in the black?
Yo, what up? Tony J.
Hey, Tony J.
you heard how she said it? You got action, dog. You could tell how she said it. She said, "What's your name?" You know what I'm
You know what I'm saying? Like she trying to holler at me or something, you know?
saying? You got action, dog.
Says she like them
That's how I holler at
chocolate.
all the dudes.
But nah,
What's your name? I missed you. I'm sorry.
Stephen Carter.
Courtney Black was late. So I didn't
Pastor
get my
Stephen
intro.
Carter.
Oh, yeah.
make sure you say pastor,
I'm
you
a
know?
cuss. I'm
Watch your tone.
Right now.
You're all right.
I'm gonna talk about a whole bunch of inappropriate things. Most likely. So
She's confessing her sins
yeah,
right now.
Right now, no surprises. So Stephen Carter in the house and Tony J, actor, writer. Where are you from?
Well, I'm originally from South Carolina.
Oh, really? What part?
Oh, man.
Both of my parents are from there.
Where?
Charleston.
Oh, no, Charleston? Oh, I'm sorry.
That's my mother from
Thank
Charleston.
you. Oh, really?
I'm sorry.
No, I'm from Camden. I'm a small town called Camden, South Carolina.
Camden. I know Camden. They have a college there that.
Nah, we don't got no college there. Camden.
It ain't big enough.
We had a college in Camden.
We got a technical college. I
Oh,
mean,
no,
if you're trying to be a nurse or something, but we don't got no university. Nah.
You need a wrench to get that.
They got one class.
Yeah, but you might get one class out of that.
Is it like a small community? Like a small.
You heard the man, he said it was one class.
Well, you know, I mean, it's cool. You know, like I said, I ain't been home. It's been a while since I've been
Got
home.
out
So.
and
They got Phoenix University. They got
I don't think we got
online
that.
classes over there.
I don't think we got that. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody in the city.
Exactly,
in the
you know.
So what kind
Somebody
of stuff
Google
did you do?
Camden.
Do you remember any good memories?
Oh man, I
From
could
the day?
say, you know, I'm from the country, so you know, we used to,
Fishing.
yeah, going fishing, all that stuff like that, you know. So, and it's too hot, so you know, we don't hang out during the day, you know.
And the gnats are out. It's
Yeah.
a whole different scene.
Hey, do they like have like juke joints out there?
Say again?
Juke joints? I don't know.
To my hole in the walls?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Do
we
they
got holes.
still
I mean, that's all we do. You know what I mean? Everybody know everybody,
Right.
so it's like you go to the hole in the wall, you know.
Go to the hole in the wall.
A
What did she call him? A what?
juke
Juke joint.
The juke joint, you know.
You guys don't know
Like,
about
do you
that?
do joints? And I was like, yeah.
That's some
No,
South
the
shit.
juke.
I ain't even heard of none of that.
Really?
I go visit my
What?
uncles. They got moonshine. They've been sitting up in the cupboard
Right.
for 20
You
years.
guys don't
Yeah,
know.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, most definitely.
They trying to make you drink it.
Oh, I drink it.
I ain't drinking no moonshine, man. You made that in your
Yeah.
house.
Oh, man.
You gotta be
or like
careful
the
with that, though.
granddad.
Right.
You got to be careful with it, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which I know about that
I
granddad.
survived. I survived.
Yeah, back in the day, playing. I didn't even used to play with no sprinklers. How you say that? Sprinkler?
Sprinkler.
Fire hydrant.
I don't know. Fire hydrant.
The sprinkler?
Yeah, the fire hydrant. If they get in an
Take this
accident
out.
and then the water come up, man, it's like a national holiday in the hood.
We all get excited.
Yeah,
man.
everybody went outside and shit. Yeah, the fucking ice cream truck come out and everything. I'm part my language, Pastor. I apologize. You gonna need to pray for us by the end of the show.
Right,
This
man.
is not a Christian show. I gave him that.
Well, it is, but you know what I'm saying. You couldn't tell.
Scott, you got to remember, he wasn't always a pastor.
That's right.
You got to remember that. You know.
The Lord got to call you from great.
So, like, you know, just tell us, like, what do you guys, like, back in the day, so what does that mean to you? Like, for me, it means, like, barbecue, you know, out green. That's
Most
what we used to
definitely,
put on
most
with
definitely.
family. Because I'm from Chicago.
Oh, you from Chicago?
Yeah,
So
so.
you step
Windy City, huh?
Stuffing, of course, juke joints.
Chicago. Nah,
yeah.
I can't dig Chicago. It's too cold up there. It's too cold.
Oh, yeah, it is cold.
It is kind of cold out there.
We get blizzards, yeah.
You heard that? Watch your tone, man. You know what I'm saying? Somebody riding from Chicago right now. Like, you know, I know he wasn't talking about my city, man. This is some bullshit.
Yeah, you know, like you said, the barbecues, you know. I mean, me growing up, you know, I'm a family person. So, you know, doing all barbecues and hanging out and having fun, you know.
Right.
That's right.
You know.
And me, I'm a dysfunctional family person.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I got the hell out the house, I went to the pool, and I stayed there till Mom fell asleep.
Waited till
the personal problem right there.
Back in the day.
Fell asleep and passed out. Like back in the
Hilarious. Cue my music, man. It's some bullshit right now. It's Generation U radio, man. Reality radio. I don't even know what's going with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know where to take that, man. It's the back in the day show, man. What you used to do back in the day, man? They don't, you know, I know one thing. They don't got YouTube back in the day, so.
We had MySpace.
You remember the
They had
box?
MySpace, right?
Back in the day, they didn't have
We're
MTV.
talking about VHS tapes.
I'm talking about before that. I'm
Not so much 8-track. I wasn't in that era, but
A Walkman. I had a Walkman.
Oh, yeah.
She said Walkman. I had a Walkman.
when you used to have the portable CD players, and if you would move, the record would skip.
Oh, yeah.
And then you, but you was the dude because you got the 52, the non-skip one, and then you was that dude.
When you had the non-skip, you was the man.
Oh yeah.
Walking around like he's carrying a tray.
Hey, don't touch me.
It's crazy how things have progressed. You know, things ain't what they used to, but some things are better than they used to. So you know, it's Generation U Radio, man. Reality Radio Fridays at 6 o'clock. We're gonna bring it back together, man. Be right back after this break. If you get a chance, call in 323-965-1600. We'll be right back.
Old and too cold to hack it. Threw on a bomber jacket. You could tell the ballers cause they fell wearing gazelles. If they really had money raised, we sport knee K's. And all the girls had they Turkish link. If it broke, then they made earrings to it. Like they meant to do it. But sometimes I still sit and reminisce then. Think about the years I was raised. Back in the day.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid.
And everybody say,
I remember way back when.
And everybody say,
I remember way back when.
And everybody say,
I remember way back when.
Back in the days,
when back in the days.
I'm still back in the days, but now the year is 87, 88. That's when my crew and I were in junior high in 7th grade. I hated school. No doubt I couldn't wait to get out
and be a grown up.
But let me finish this, reminiscing and telling about when girls were spelling tight corduroys like for the boys, basket weaves, Nike Cortez and footsie socks, and eating pickles with Tootsie Pops, and it don't stop. I'm glad cause when JJ Fad did Supersonic, it was kinda like a sport to wear biker shorts or to wear jeans, and it seemed like the masses of hoochies had poison airbrushed on their asses. Dudes had on Nike suits and the Pumas with the fat laces, cause it was either that or K-Swiss. I miss those days, and so I pout like a grown jerk, wishing all I had to do now was finish homework. It's true, you don't realize really what you got till it's gone, and I'm not gonna sing another sad song, but sometimes I do sit and reminisce then think about the years I was raised back in the day.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again.
Let that keep going right there. Matter of fact, you can turn it up. Turn that up a little bit, man.
Back in the day.
Yeah, we like to have a good time here.
Real rap.
This Generation U Radio, man. It's the back in the day show. I remember back in the day, man. New York state of mind, man. Hitting us with the round of applause. Now it's kept it real. Now it's kept it real.
I remember back in the day when kids used to have real fun, like going outside playing kickball.
Playing Skelly.
Right. Yeah, playing Skelly, handball, like real games, not playing kickball from your phone, looking down in the house.
Yeah, outside was like.
You used to actually be at the table and talk to your family and not be talking from texting.
What about the basketball hoop with the crate that was taken out from the
Oh my gosh.
Homemade
That's real. That's real.
did too. You had to hit it just right too.
Pretty much.
Hit one of them corners and go way far left.
Should go all the way off the court. Yeah.
That's how you know who's real shooters or not.
It made me think of trampolines. You know, I was always terrified to get someone, if someone got on there with me, that they were going to give me that double bounce that shoots me over the neighbor's fence or whatever.
Nice.
The trampoline.
I ain't never had no trampoline.
I ain't never had no trampoline in a damn my life.
I'm with you.
I didn't have one. My friends.
I ain't want to be.
I feel you.
The whole Olympic backyard.
Our rich friends had one. I used to go over their house on Christmas.
Friends had them. I was trying to stay away from my house. I already told you what was.
That's funny.
I stayed on some trampolines. That was fun.
Hilarious. Generation U Radio, man. We
like
back.
a double bouncer. I know you would double bounce.
A double bouncer?
Team light skin, you know what I'm saying?
Whatever that means.
Team light skin.
He don't even like the word, you know?
I want to introduce one of our first guests, Stephen Carter. He's a motivational speaker, a Reverend from New York, author.
Yes.
Wow.
I wrote a book called Resurrection from Rejection, and the whole purpose of the book is I found out I was adopted at the age of 13, and it messed my life up in the sense of I felt rejected, and I started succeeding in life, but the whole purpose of succeeding was trying to live out my insecurities of being adopted. And, you know, God has opened up the book where it has been across this nation, spoke at the White House. Ebony featured me last month. But the whole purpose is to show people how to overcome rejection in their lives in the area of self, relationships, friendship, family, job loss, and then, you know, learning that in spite of your past, you can still succeed in the present regardless of what people think about you.
Right. Well, did you have any idols, like as a child, maybe even before? Did they change from before you found out you were adopted to after? Like, how did your view on life
Well, my view on life really changed. Well, when I grew up to be 13 years old and found out I was adopted, I didn't find. Growing up, my cousins used to tell me I was adopted. They would say stuff like, you know, your parents dropped you off, you know, you were dropped off by UPS.
Right.
Crazy stuff. And I didn't find out till I was 13, and then as a consequence, I cut myself off from my family because I was mad. I was mad at my biological parents for giving me up, and then I was mad at my adopted parents for not telling me.
Right.
And I was mad at my family for not telling me. And as a consequence, I decided that I was going to show everyone I was a success, not realizing that I was overlooking the blessing that I had because I was trying to answer a question that I could not answer.
Right,
and it took until the age of 36 to really come to grips with it. And, you know, I wrote it out in the book to help others understand that your past doesn't have to predict your future if you look at it in the right way.
Right. Well, I commend
Round of
you on
applause.
that.
Round of applause is right.
That's a deep one.
I mean, especially even so with your trials and tribulations with that, you still said, I'm going to be a success, where some people could still turn so against everything and everybody that they end up being a failure. You know, they turn to drugs and just angry at life. So
you have to always decide. There's this one line that I live by in the book. It's called, people never reject you. They reject the responsibility that comes with being connected to you. So
you become a burden, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So when I was born, I was in the first 6 months of my life, I had.
That's what you said.
That's
You're
real.
being honest because
Keep going. I put my language.
when I was born, I had 6 surgeries in the first 5 months of my life. So my biological parents assumed that, hey, listen, this is a sick child, and you know the doctors told my parents not to adopt him because he's going to die before he's a year old. And I'm 39 years old now, so obviously they were wrong.
Okay, right. I think yeah.
Well, so Stephen, I know we spoke before the show on how we like admire Joyce Myers. You know, that's our girl.
Yeah, she's that.
And she's helped me so much to grow as a person. You know, so like for you, so what helps you be motivated? You know, to stay motivated, to help you, because you've been through these surgeries, and you know, I'm sure you've gone through challenges. So what has helped you personally get through those challenges?
To understand, one, that in life, God doesn't allow problems only for you. God allows your problems in the present to become someone else's blessings in the future. So which means that whatever you're going through now is a bigger purpose. And so when you understand that what you're going through is not isolated, because prior to writing my book, I thought I was the only one dealing with rejection. Because when you're going through something, you always think it's just you. But then when it becomes public dialogue, you discover more people are dealing with it than you are.
Great.
Tell them, bro.
So when did the whole Reverend thing come into play with this?
Well, I attended Morehouse College and
CAU, Clark.
All right. And so, you know, when God called me to preach at, you know, my freshman year, I was like, God, can we wait like 4 years?
Right. Let me get through this college life.
I'm not even gonna try not to make no jokes right now. Like, let me keep it pushing.
Get through this spell Wyoming girls.
Right. Wait till senior year, Lord.
I didn't say it. But so I started
blessings.
preaching at 18 years old, and then started pastoring at the age of 29. But I've been in ministry ever since I was 18, and I'm here preaching on Sunday at Mount Sinai Baptist Church.
Nice. Okay.
Good for you.
And have you've come full circle? You're back with your family, like you went through.
Oh
all
yes,
the everything?
reconnected with my family. Becoming closer is hard because I just started at 36. I stayed connected to my adopted parents, but I had cut off my entire family. I hadn't been to a family reunion probably in maybe 15 years.
Wow.
So still trying to reconnect. And the challenge was you can be a preacher, you can be a man of God, woman of God, and still have burdens and hurts that cause you to live in unproductive ways. And that's what I was doing.
Holding you back.
I was telling people to love everybody, but I was still hating my family.
Wow, yeah. That's deep, brother.
It is deep, man.
Hallelujah. Won't he do it? Wow,
We did
I'm so glad.
did the show last week, the Let It Go show last week, where we, at what point do you let go of the grudges? And I actually didn't have nobody really to comment on this, but I wanted to ask your opinion. What do you think is the value of letting go of stuff instead of holding on to bitterness in your heart?
I always tell people, people say stuff like, I don't want to forgive them, I don't want to forgive him, I don't want to forgive her. But the truth of the matter is forgiveness is never for the other person. Forgiveness is always for you, because you can be mad at someone and hold on to stuff, and they're long gone, and you still carrying baggages that they unpack. So forgiveness is never for the other person. Forgiveness is always for you. And at the age of 36, I decided to forgive my biological parents, because what happened at the age of 36, I was scheduled to meet them again for the first time. And I went to meet them, and they decided not to show up. Wow. And that threw me back in so much pain. Wow. And in order for me to move on, I had to decide to, forgive them. I don't know what their reason was. Right. They had 5 other children. They gave me up. And, I can't answer the question. So the only thing I could do is, forgive them. And I twisted it by saying, maybe they prayed and said, Lord, we can't take care of him, but put him in the hands of someone who can.
That's right. Yeah. And you are so blessed to be in a family that was able to.
Y'all ain't going to believe me, but I went to Sunday school before. And I remember, story. One of the first ones, what was it? Joseph.
Come on, yeah, Joseph was betrayed by his brothers.
Tell him about it.
Joseph was betrayed by his. He was betrayed by his brothers, basically sold out by his brothers because they were jealous of him. And as a result of his consequence, he went to jail, was in prison, and God elevated him. God elevated him to the point where he became in charge of everyone, including his brothers. And when his brothers came back and realized they were in his presence, they thought Joseph was going to basically, attack them for all the wrongs that they have done. And Joseph blessed them in spite of what they did to them. And so the biggest blessing I've learned in life is to always be a blessing to those who are trying to hurt you. Now, the truth of the matter is sometimes people think that just because you're spiritual that you don't have, no gangster or no evil thoughts inside of you. And everyone who is human, if you're a human, you have feelings, you have emotions. And to act like you don't is to deny your reality. But the challenge is, how do you take your anger, how do you take your frustration, not necessarily get rid of them, but compartmentalize them in such a way that they don't destroy you.
Right.
Because your future is greater than any hater or any naysayer you have in your life.
Yeah.
This is what someone told me. If people talking about you, that means they always focus on you.
Okay, that's true.
That
Man,
is
round
true.
of applause right quick.
Well,
got
good
that
I just felt that. I felt that.
You got some baptism water.
Getting hot up in here.
Hilarious.
Cleanse this soul.
Hey, man,
Thank you so
it's
much.
Generation U Radio, man. Cue my music real quick, by the way. We got Reverend Stephen Carter in the building.
Just broke it down.
Broke it down for real. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey man, you spoke what a lot of people feel, but maybe not brave enough to speak. So we respect you for that. We're gonna be right back after this break, man. It's the Back in the Day show. We want to make sure that we get back into these guest interviews.
Yeah.
Turn my music up, man. We got DJ Aleeeeks in the building one time. You know what I mean?
Phil, you on it.
It's summertime in LA, man. It don't matter where you at.
Yeah, y'all.
But I hope you're doing it like we are, man. Generation U Radio. We'll be right back after this break.
anytime you need me. For real, girl, if you need your world, believe me, nothing make a man feel better than a woman. Queen with a crown that be down for whatever. There were few things that's forever. My lady, we can make war or make babies. Back when I was nothing, you made a brother feel like he was something. That's why I'm with you to this day, boo, no frontin'. Even when the skies were gray, you would rub me on my back and say,
Oh, I like that record right there.
It's really taking us back to the day.
Yeah, man. What is that, Method Man? That's Method Man, right? And Mary J.
I miss the 90s, though.
I do too, man. Shout out to the 90s.
Aaliyah and, man.
Back in the day, man. Back in the day.
All right. So we have Tony J. You're an actor, writer, working on his first book, Truth Hurts. Right? Truth Hurts.
She's talking to you. He was nodding like he was listening.
I mean, I thought she was tapping me about something.
Is your name Tony J?
That's correct.
Allegedly, nigga.
You're running from somebody.
All right.
Yeah, Booty was texting him. You know how when Booty started
I'm good.
about life. Thank you. Now, so tell me about your first book. That's exciting.
Oh man, Truth Hurts. Well, if you follow me on Facebook, you know every day I post positive, inspirational stuff, for us on relationships. You know, because this generation has changed for us.
Back in the day, tell me the difference.
You know, because back in the day, you know, love don't have time on it. You know, when you meet somebody back in the day, you know, you could fall in love with that person just quick and go and get married, have kids, and be a successful family. Nowadays, it's about trying to get a quickie in or breaking people's hearts.
I call them Red Bull relationships.
Red Bull relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Just a little something.
Well, you know, you got to look at it like this. You know, nowadays, you know, people don't cherish the meaning of staying committed in a relationship.
Right.
They don't. You know, it's all about, you don't want to be that trophy girl. And I always tell females, I'm like, yo, date with a purpose.
Okay.
Because if you don't date with a purpose, you know, you're going to leave with a broken heart.
You sound like my grandmother back in the day. Some people are so quick to give up now.
Exactly. You know, I mean, so it's very important to date with a purpose because, like I said, life is too short. You know, it's all type of disease out there. And, you know what I mean? You don't want to be a statistic. You know, so that's why.
Single, what you doing?
Actually,
that sounds like another
you know,
inquiring people.
Shit is hilarious. It didn't even take long at all.
Came here in a mood today.
I was going to hit the Reverend, but I said, let me hold my tongue on the Reverend.
Oh man, you know.
You'll make your way too long.
Hysterical. Yeah. Keep going, man.
Single. You have a question?
Well, no. To answer your question, no, I'm not single. You know.
Okay, so I'm just make sure you know what you're talking
Hit him with
about.
a round of applause for keeping it real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't have to. He didn't have to. You know?
He just pissed off like 5 females with that comment.
Right. Yeah. You're talking about relationships.
Well, you know that's.
So yeah, we're glad to
Well, exactly because I mean, if I'm gonna talk about this stuff
on Melrose Place
and be in a relationship, you know, you got to live by it. You know,
don't talk about it, be about it.
Exactly.
Right.
You know, I want to be a hypocrite about it. You know.
Hey man, I see that you're from South Carolina. What you feel about all the stuff that's going on out there right now, man?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. And I'm glad you asked me that because this has been my first time speaking on that.
Speak, brother.
I mean, it's crazy how folks can be so rude and disrespectful to one another over a $1.99 flag. You know, it's crazy. It hurt my heart. You know,
it does.
I mean, it is crazy. You know, and I didn't been in South Carolina since 2007. I'm not planning on moving back.
Okay.
But it's crazy. It shouldn't take somebody to get killed, well, 9 people to get killed to bring a flag down.
Right.
You know, and actually I got back here a week earlier prior to the rally with the KKK or whatever. You know, it's crazy.
They was wilding out.
They was wilding.
They were wilding out.
You know, racial slurs from both parties.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I always tell my black people, I'm like, yo, like, popping back at the mouth with the racial slurs don't bother them. You know, educate yourself. You know, go to school, get an education.
It's like trying to argue with a troll online. Like the whole point of them doing what they doing is to make you mad. They're not doing it to be rational. On the opposite.
I would have loved it if the black people didn't even have a protest out there at all.
Because we give them reason.
But you know what's crazy? What really caught my attention, you know, back in the day, you know, all the KKKs, you know, they walk around with the white sheet over their head. You know, nowadays, you know,
they wear black.
They wear all black now,
black.
you know?
Notice that?
They showing their face now, so I mean, I feel bad for them because, you know, people had cameras and all that stuff out there.
You can get
you know?
got.
So, like I said, you know, shout out to the home state, South Carolina. You know, I still keep the family in prayers from the Charleston shooting. You know, that really hurt my heart so well because one of the guys that got killed, you know, he was a very known person back back at the house. You know, a lot of my friends.
You mean at the church? The 9 people from the church?
Yes. You know, a lot of people that I know in South Carolina know the dude. You know, I didn't know him personally, but
Right.
you know,
Some real people.
Exactly.
These are real
You know,
people.
so
It's a real church.
That's the thing, man. It's so many. It's all these headlines. All you hear is headlines. People dying every day.
Exactly.
And you don't think about it till it comes close, and then when it comes close, look, this happens every day to people.
Exactly.
You know, that's what one thing I learned from my experience when I was in the Army. Whatever, like, yo, you can't really take no days for granted.
You can't.
You know, appreciate everybody you got every day.
Exactly.
Straight up.
And based on that, tell me what maybe you would have told, like, from your younger self today, like, to be a better person, what you should have done.
Is it easier to be a kid nowadays?
I think it's harder. I think it's very hard because
you got cyberbullying.
Because back in the day, you know, when I was growing up, you know, it was all about going to school, getting an education. You know, I didn't have like Pastor we were talking about earlier. You know, right now social media is killing our young generation.
Yeah,
you know,
it is.
because you got to look at it. You know, anything that I try to learn, I had to go to school to learn it.
Right.
I didn't have Facebook.
Right
You know,
here,
Black
Ratchet
Planet,
TV.
you know, Ratchet TV.
So,
and all
like,
that
how
stuff.
do you feel about the entertainment industry? Because you're an actor as well, right? So, do you just take any roles, or are you, you know, how does that relate to each other?
Well, you know, entertainment industry, you know, like, no, I just don't take any role. Right. You know?
No, of course,
I mean, at the same time, you know, we human. You know what I mean? You don't want to downgrade your character just for a role.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because a couple of months ago, you know, somebody approached me to role me, you know, playing a gay guy. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't got nothing against homophobia. You know, I'm not homophobic at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that.
But if that ain't for you,
that ain't for me.
Right,
exactly.
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like I said, you know, I don't knock nobody's sexuality. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
You're a little too thick in the waist for me to see you as doing
hilarious.
First she asked
bears and
they do. Oh yeah, okay.
Hey, you see, she got you sized up, man.
Oh, first she asked me if I'm single. Now she's looking at my waist.
Right.
What else you want to know?
Courtney, you getting closer and closer, girl. Who's that?
You know what I'm saying? I'm just joking with you. You good, Courtney. You good in my book.
She said you're too thick to be gay.
Yeah, I feel like the kids nowadays, you know what I'm saying, like a lot of these kids grew up on World Star, you know what I'm saying, and they over there wilding. They know that if they do enough wild shit, then they gonna put my language, Pastor. If they do enough of that, then they gonna get on.
And
they gonna get on TV, and then the media
too. When the
reward them.
most famous and richest woman, Kim Kardashian, stems from a porno tape and is on social media making so much money. You know, I mean, but that's their idol. Like that's what.
I mean, just like Marilyn Monroe. Just like Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
You know?
At least she the president.
Well,
though.
but
that's true. You know what? Hey, and I'm glad you say
It's
that.
levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm glad you say
And it was
that
on social
because
media.
you know, me and my girl was walking in the mall last week, and I saw this little girl walking around with a Marilyn Monroe shirt. I'm like,
do you know what that means?
exactly. And my girl was like, oh, she's so beautiful. I'm like, yo, the reason why people know who she is because she slept with JFK. If she didn't have to sleep with the president, man, she'd be just like any
She
regular.
was famous before that.
Hold on, okay, exactly.
I've
But
been watching her little biography.
but I get that, but she known for sleeping with JFK.
It must have been really good. That's all I know. You know what I'm saying?
JFK for that. Rest in peace.
If you in infamy from, never mind. Let me stop.
Right. No, but I see what you're saying. The game is.
Challenges with our youth today is that there's no healthy fear of respect for adults.
Ooh.
When I was growing up,
definitely.
if your parents said something, you moved.
That's right.
Or if an adult
But
said
that's because
something,
their parents
My aunt
yeah.
said that today.
True.
if an adult said something, you responded because you didn't want that person to say something back to your parent.
That's right. You were scared.
You know, I've had kids at my church talk to their parents crazy, and I'll grab them. And they respect me, but don't respect their parents, and that's a problem.
That's a problem. But the kids' parents
gonna
ain't
push boundaries. That's their job.
But the parents are like the parents ain't really grown
but
like
these
that.
they're kids.
Back in the day, you could whoop ass and get away with it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I wish I would go and pick me
Now
and
they
talk
when
back
it
to my
started
mom.
with that they can call the police thing because.
And back in the day, your grandmother was 60 years old and up.
Hotlines. Are your parents beating you
You know
down?
what? I used to
1-800
get
my
the
daddy whooped my ass.
No, yeah.
Grandma with the cocoa. You know what I'm saying? Grandma loves
You also got to keep in
1-800 my
mind
daddy
too,
slapped
you
me.
can't beat your kids like you did back in the day.
You can.
That's true.
PSS.
Because you can get popped in public and everybody would turn their nose.
But Peterson, that football player, tell you that.
Shout out to AP real quick.
Shout out
You know
to
what I'm saying?
AP,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not even mad at him.
You too strong to be beating your kid with a damn switch in 2015. Man. Come on. I don't care what your intentions was.
Back in the day, go
start working out somewhere.
Your own switch.
I got hit by a switch. It did me well.
I had to go get my own switch back in the day, so I know
my mom
all
did
about
it like that too. Pick one out.
Go pick it out.
My grandma, she got a swing with her too.
She could snap. Where your grandmother from?
My grandmother, she from Maryland.
Okay,
all right, okay.
It was a trick. I wasn't even prepared for that. I was like,
he said,
where is my grandma from? I don't even know where the fuck she's from.
I ain't even got no grandma.
I love you, grandma.
I done got caught. Cut to a break.
Cut to a break. I don't know shit about my family.
Hilarious.
Hey, matter of fact, we gonna cue my music now. I feel like it's about that time. You know what I'm saying? Generation U Radio, man. We back. It's the
it's all good, man. That wave cap too tight.
It's the back in the day show. I'm still trying to figure out what is the word for this thing that's on this nigga's head right now. Pardon my language, Pastor.
You have a wave cap on. You can't talk.
I do got a wave cap on. This is bullshit. I got a wave cap with no hair on. This is bullshit. We'll be right back after this break, man. It's Generation U Radio, man.
Started.
Back in the day show. Yep, let's go.
Niggas had waves, Caselli shades and corn braids. Picture pennies, honeys had the high top jellies, shooting skelly. Motherfuckers was all friendly, lounging at the barbecues, drinking brews with the neighborhood crews, hanging on the avenues. Turn your pages to 1993. Niggas is getting smoked, G. Believe me. Talk slick, you get your neck slick quick. Cause real street niggas ain't having that shit. Toting text for rep, smoking blunts in the project always. Shooting dice all day, waiting for niggas to step up on some fighting shit. We get hype and shit and start fighting shit. So step away with your fist fight ways. Motherfucker, this ain't back in the days, but you don't hear me though. Back in the days, remember they used to throw, but not as flat, right? Back in the days, remember they used to throw, but not as flat, right? Back in the days, remember they used to throw, but not as flat, right? Back in the days, remember they used to throw, but not as flat. No more Coco Levio, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All of this to me is a mystery. I hear your motherfuckers talk about it, but I stay seeing bodies with the motherfucking chalk around it. And I'm down with the shit too. For the stupid motherfuckers wanna try to use Kung Fu. Instead of a Mac 10, he tried scrapping slugs in his back end. That's what the fuck happens when you sleep on the street. Little motherfuckers with heat wanna leave a nigga 6 feet deep, and we coming to the waist to make sure the crying and commotion ain't a motherfucking fake. Back in the days, our parents used to take.
I would like to apologize. I'd like to apologize to all of our conservative fans out there for all of the ratchet language that you hear. We like to be conservatively ratchet here at Generation U Radio. So
conservatively ratchet.
Reality radio.
It's reality. You know. Shout out to all the Republicans watching. How y'all feel about Donald Trump and them? You know what I mean? Like.
Trump and company.
And they still love him. Y'all not missing it. I mean, he's still number one.
But his ratings are high.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's all good. I got
back in the day.
See what he wants to say because they love him.
Has Donald Trump's hair ever gotten better? I mean, it was fucked up. Pardon my language. It was messed up back in the day. And it's still messed up today.
Got no back in the day.
Did you see the comparison of his hair to an ear of corn?
Oh, I just saw that.
Round of applause to that. Whoever made that one up, you're brilliant. You're brilliant. Thank you for the content. We appreciate it.
Let's talk about styles from back in the day.
Let's go.
Like trends, like the jumpsuit.
And it's funny, everything comes back, right?
Everything do.
Yeah,
everything comes
Like the bell bottoms.
Afro, is that Jerry curl coming back?
Wait, I think I saw a couple.
No, I don't think Jerry curl's coming back.
I did it once in about 03.
Like the guys
They
who
don't
get
know
the
how to make that
perms.
solution.
Hey, real quick, we got
Soul is a off-brand product now.
We got a young lady on the mic, but I'm gonna let Kat go ahead and introduce her real quick because it's her friend.
Alexis.
Hit her with the round of applause real quick. I like you with the feeler on. We talking about back in the day, and she got her feeler.
Fila, girl.
Represent.
They're making a comeback, you know. It's a new collection, new
I think
collab
a grand
Tell the people.
released. I don't know who the collab is with, but yeah, it's their new collection for 2015.
That's
They're
what's up.
making a comeback.
I didn't even know FIFA had collections.
FIFA.
Fila.
I mean Fila.
Almost.
I'm about to say, didn't they just get arrested?
Where's your grandmother?
My bad, man.
I remember when Grant Hill used to have all the good Fila stuff.
Off-white
Y'all for y'all who
ones.
watch basketball, but yeah.
I used to be up in it.
Too, by the way.
Thank you.
You the only one.
It's the hottest day in the summer, and this man got the damn.
Man.
Never mind. Let me stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, man. So what is how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
19.
You're 19. You
Oh, we
seem
ain't had a
pretty
problem
young.
with that though.
So she grew up in a different time than us. Let me ask you, when you was in high school, you know everybody had smartphones, right?
Oh, well, yeah, I just graduated a year ago, so.
Oh, God.
Fresh on that.
Her back in the day was like my yesterday.
Last week.
I mean,
So what's it like? What's it like being in high school?
When they started Facebook.
Do they
we had
being
MySpace.
being in high school with MySpace and Facebook and all of that stuff? Do people get in trouble for their phones a lot?
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff like that in school.
And also, just speaking on what you guys were saying earlier, I think there's a huge lack of communication in my generation. Like, you could have a class with somebody for 11 weeks and not even know their name because there's just no interaction.
Connection.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
Where you
weird.
from again?
Seattle.
Seattle. Okay.
Yeah, that's one thing I do hate
why I
about
said
this
I like
generation.
that.
There's no,
206.
everybody's in their phone.
Tell me that when we
There's
met.
no talking. There's,
No
you're
talking.
texting. There's there's no connection to the human person.
Right.
It blows
I
my
don't know.
mind that you don't know their names. Like, I probably knew every kid's name in,
And that's-
in every single class.
It's
And I had-
But you're right, because when I substitute teach, I would be like, well, what's the kid's name over there? I don't know.
They don't know.
I'm like, you've been in this class for a year. You
So
don't
do-
know your
Oh,
class.
Let me ask you a question.
You're
Do you
right.
teach at how big is the school you teach at?
You gotta tweet your kids the homework.
Regular school.
There's a lot of regular schools, you know. like-
But there's high school.
Oh, how much big are the classes?
Yeah, how
too
big?
big, 35 and 45 kids.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that is
So it's a
big.
lot of people.
Yeah.
But what about the time when we actually knew people's numbers?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know nobody's number.
We had to write down the
I don't even
phone
know my
number.
mother's number.
Like a guy would try to holler.
Call her.
if I get put in jail, I don't know how I'm going to call anybody.
Yeah, I don't even. The only number I know
I
is.
know my mama's number. She ain't, down here.
Speaking of that, if
But
you have anything to call in, please, 323-965-1600.
For what?
Talk to us about your back in the day.
That's
Your
right.
I'm just talking.
favorite
Yeah.
song.
323-965-1600.
It's the back in the day show, baby.
Yeah, you're right about that little school situation.
So,
Okay, I
Reverend,
know what William's hat is called. I'm
have-
sorry.
it's
It's an Ushanka, and I just thought that was
Ushanka?
interesting. Ushanka.
A
Never
Shanka?
known that. Jeopardy
You looked it
question.
up.
Tonka?
I did. It's right here.
Somebody want to play Tonka?
that's actually me in that picture. No, I'm playing.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know what. Did you really look that up?
Yeah, I did.
Leanne, you a beast. Hit Leanne with a round of applause.
She said, "Oh,
real quick.
Yeah.
Leanne, you
See that in one of your
turning into a
stand-ups.
good producer, by the way. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Reverend, I do have a question for you.
ahead,
So,
go ahead,
like,
go ahead.
what brings you out here to LA, to California? You're from NY, New York.
From New
so,
York City, but I'm here preaching at a church called Mount Sinai. I'm on a 25
Saving me
city book tour, and so I'm here at Mount Sinai Church on Sunday, and then doing a lecture and book signing on Tuesday.
Now let's talk about your book real quick.
Yes.
What's the publishing situation? When did it drop?
The book dropped last July. Yeah, the book dropped last July.
It's dropping with Young Money.
And,
When the new book drop.
It dropped last July, and we have sold over 7,000 since last July, and it's been going well, extremely well. And if you want to get it, you can actually get it from Amazon.com, or you can go to Stephen-Carter.com to purchase it, or you can text BUYRFR to 29850 to actually get the copy.
Okay, I like that.
So what's the difference between the church now and back in the day?
The difference between the church now and back in the day, back in the day, the church had a level of respect where people respected the church. Right now, in many churches, there's no sense of respect because a lot of churches have become too commercialized. Now, the gospel has not become commercialized, but a lot of churches have become commercialized. And then not only that, churches have lost respect because the media only promote and show the negative sides of the church. They don't show the positive side. So, for example, the media will show a church that's not doing anything or a pastor that's fleecing the congregation. But
Shout out to Creflo Dollar.
But the media will not show a pastor who's feeding the hungry or a pastor that's
Trying to get my
taking
jet,
care of
man.
kids. So I think the challenge is, it's not that the church has declined, it's that the media has promoted only the bad side
So,
of
what
the
do you
church.
think about like these reverends like Al Sharpton,
think about them reality
Jesse
shows.
Jackson? What do you think about those reverends when they go out and they talk to the public?
Well, I think
Is he a
they're
reverend?
operating
Right.
they're operating at a time when they were coming up, they had to fight for various things that preachers today do not have to deal with. So, for example, they have always been at the forefront in the past, and as a result, they're still at the forefront right now. I often share with people today. People say, "Well, what you think about Reverend Al Sharpton?" Well, you can have various thoughts about him, but the truth of the matter is, when you think about the African American community, he's the only one who could demand national attention when things go down.
So he's better than Eddie Long.
I'm saying the young people don't look at him the same way that they used to. I'm telling you, I know a lot of young guys that they look at the back in the day. I think back in the day the mentality was Martin Luther King, and now maybe sometimes it's more Malcolm X. I don't want to say it
we
like
don't
that.
even have that.
But
like,
but also your parents, I mean, it was a very structural.
They respect the
family
fighter,
I
not
also
the.
say this. I think a lot of times, being a graduate of Morehouse College, so I have a love for Dr. King, but I think a lot of times people try to compare a present leader to a previous leader, and that's impossible because they were dealing with different things. So, for example, when Martin Luther King was making a movement, all African Americans had to pull together. Now we are so separated. We have various accesses. Whereas if an African American take a stance, you have people who have access to different things that they didn't have access before. So as a consequence, they can say, "I'm against you."
Check it out. The kids don't know the difference. They know that one guy is like speaks and tries to get people, and another guy, when I was talking about Malcolm X or somebody that might be more militant, right? They look at the militant one like he's getting it done, and the one that's talking like he's just talking. That's the way that the generation look at it. I'm just telling you, I know a lot of
people. The power is when you bring them both together. For example, I pastor a church. I pastor a Christian church in Brooklyn, New York, but I partner with the Islamic community for this program called Save Our Sons. And you have a lot of people saying, "Well, we can't believe you partnering with the Islamic community." And I was like, "It's not about the faith right now. It's about the both of us coming together to save our generation."
I think that's the issue about the whole religious issue. Like everyone has their different beliefs, but then it's not about religion. It's actually about,
saving the people.
Right.
Exactly.
We need some saving.
Okay.
Everybody got a different opinion. The religious folks probably look at it like they're trying to save people. But here's my thing, and I've always had this issue, and I stand by it, is that people in Christian church or any church, when you try to preach so much, I think that it's better if you just let your actions speak for you than try to preach or over preach and preach and preach. Because a lot of times I feel like the people that you talking to, you're talking at. You're not talking to them. You're not getting to know, not you, but people don't get to know these people and try to witness to people. They just talking at you and telling you how you should be. Like who's going to respond to that? You doing the opposite.
You mind if I respond to that? I always share with people that I agree with you. The problem with a lot of churches of the past is that they preach do's and don'ts. So my method is, and my commitment is, as opposed to preaching do's and don'ts, you teach people to have a relationship with God by themselves. Principles. And as a consequence, they'll develop their own convictions.
Right.
Round
of applause is in order right there.
That's right.
It's about the principles. It's about the principles.
Man, I just went to church.
Shoot, I about to say.
It's about the principles.
That Sunday?
Right?
I might be there on Sunday.
It's about the principles.
What church at?
Mount Sinai. Let me look it up.
I'm about to say, the address. I might need to come see you.
Sorry, Lord. Y'all heard what I said.
Yeah, you
Are you going to wear your Ushanka when you go?
I went to church a couple
You can wear it, man. Come as you are. Come as you are.
Come as you are. That makes it sound like I'm like broke down or something. Like, come as are. Come with your fucked up clothes.
Come on with that Ushanka.
We know you got some beat up jeans, but just come.
I got a quick question. I got a quick question. You know what I'm saying? Why he looking for that real quick? Like, what is stuff that you used to do back in the day? You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to go outside and play football in the snow. What's some stuff that y'all used to do when y'all was kids that don't got nothing to do with technology? I just want to hear it.
I rode my 10-speed with no hands. What? That's a bike.
Until you crashed?
Bicycle.
You actually rode a bicycle?
You said what? Scotty, you said no technology?
Segways don't count. I don't want to know when you got that bullshit. I want to know when you got a skateboard. That's what I want.
Scott, can you hear me?
There you go.
Shout out to Diamond real quick on the mic. Get her on the camera, please.
Check out Diamond's abs, y'all.
So one thing that I used to do, well, for one, like I used to love Janet Jackson, so I used to go in front of the TV and do like all of her moves. So I had like everything down, and like that was my workout. Like I loved her. And another thing I used to do, it was so crazy. I used to have like my big like boom box, right? And back then, like it was cassettes, so I literally used to like play the radio and be like, "Oh snaps, that's my song!" And I'll hurry up and press record.
Give a round of applause real quick. That's the realest I heard all day.
Yes.
That's some 90s.
And then like I'll stop and then I'll rewind it and I'll just like go over and over until I got the words right. Yeah, and then I'll flip it back over and then get ready for my next song. Boom.
And you be all in front of a mirror, huh?
Yeah, sometimes.
With CDs too, you can open it up and get the lyrics from inside the little pamphlet.
Oh, that's
and read them.
I forgot about that.
What about this one? Anybody had Nintendo growing up?
Yeah, man.
So hold on. What about getting excited when you can get the code that will take you straight to the end of the game?
Oh, the cheat codes?
Oh yeah, like the cheat codes. Now you can look them up.
They had like one cheat code.
Brothers had so many levels.
Come on.
Cheated on Nintendo.
I'll punch out when you can go straight.
Hit the pastor with a round of applause for keeping it real. He know. He said that's what happened. It was. it was real, you know.
Street Fighter, man.
Sometimes we try to live in this world that don't exist. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I respect about pastors like yourself, man. So much respect.
I still have my Super Nintendo from when I was a kid.
You can't expect people to be perfect, but at the same time, if you come to them with a loving heart, then you might be surprised what you might be able to do and help somebody and touch somebody and shit.
I always tell people don't know how much you care. People don't know how much you know until they know how much you care, and you have to show them that you love them. There's no such thing as catching. You know, a lot of previous churches, they want people to come in perfect, but there's no such. First of all, no one in church is perfect.
Right.
And I always joke in my church all the time. I say, you think I'm perfect? You know, cut me off on the wrong day, and you'll see God is still working with me.
That's
All right, Pastor, I hear you though.
Okay.
You seem like a hip hop pastor. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So like Reverend,
You only
so
bust
like,
caps on the weekends.
Okay,
Right.
so like, how are you trying to get the young generation to follow, you know, what you're doing? Because I think that's hard. Yeah.
We relate to them. The challenge with this generation right now is it's just so hard because they're coming from unchurched families. So what we do is we create programs. So for example, this Saturday coming, which is tomorrow, we've taken 122 kids to Greater Ventures. And we go out into the community, we get them. So we try to create programs that, you know, relate to them. And we, you know, I sat with them a couple of weeks ago and let them ask questions, you know, to the pastor. And you'll be surprised. These kids are way more advanced than we are, than we were.
Oh, yeah.
And so I relate to them by allowing them to be themselves, but again, teaching them to, you know, have a level of respect and to pursue excellence. But I meet them right where they are. I laugh with them. I joke with them. But then I show them the serious side, and I go back and laugh with them. And I joke with them. I meet them where they are. If I have to go to prison and get them, I'll go over to the prison house and get them. But I'll talk straight to them, like, yo, dude, if you find yourself up here and again, you're going to have to deal with pastor and you're not going to like it.
Boot camp.
So it's a way
I knew
of
a guy like you back in the day, man. That's real. You needed that. You needed that back in the day.
Now you
Keep doing what you're doing.
My dad was wild.
Hilarious. Like, you know.
No, but you brought up a great point. I was thinking about, you know, kids, they're only exposed to what their parents expose them to. So if your parents aren't exposing you to positivity, church, whatever,
you
it's
have
lost.
You have to. You are only as great as your exposure. That's just the bottom line.
That's it.
And you have a lot of kids who never get out of their. I always tell my church, kids, you know, they copy what they hear. Like, so one day I'm standing at the back door shaking hands, and this kid walked out, shakes my hand. He said, "Pastor, you preached a hell of a sermon." And so the mother grabs him. Boy, what you talking about?
That's the shit I would have said.
Right.
And the boy looked up and said, "Ma, you just said that." You know, so kids listen. So that's the importance of making sure you're an example.
At least they felt like, at least they was expressing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. But you know, I just told them, just say.
You
good.
know what she meant.
I know exactly. What I said. Let's change that word to good.
Yeah. See, I think for me personally, sometimes I don't, you know, the language thing, you know, like certain words, some people get offended, some people don't. How do you?
Because you call everybody the N-word.
I don't say it much anymore. Hit Courtney with the disclaimer. I've been trying.
The views and comments expressed on the following
but it's
radio
real. I think that's important for us to show is that like just because you mean well with it doesn't mean that you're perfect. And I think a lot of the pastors out here, instead of trying to sit on a high horse that could be real with the people and stuff, I think they get a lot more
but
results.
don't get too real, because you know it's a fine line.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, well, see, first of all, most people cannot handle a pastor. People say they want the pastor to be real, but they really don't mean that because they want the pastor to be real within a certain boundary.
Right.
Because people expect they expect pastors to handle everyone else's humanity, but a lot of people cannot handle the pastor's humanity.
Right.
And, you know, that's a responsibility. It's just like if a police officer, he or she cannot, you know, do certain things that would be considered illegal.
Right,
so.
and that's cool, you know, but when it's like one of those things where people don't feel comfortable enough to talk to somebody, then how can they open up to them?
Oh, you have to be able to talk to people. That's how people feel comfortable. Jesus always met people where they were. And so you have to meet people exactly where
he
they
hung
are.
out with all sorts of people, you know. Why the Pharisees were sitting there mad at him, you know what I'm saying?
You know some Bible. Look at you. You know some Bible. Look at you.
I can't spell Pharisee, but yeah, I remember that. Hey, go ahead and kill me music real quick, man. We got 4 minutes to get around, and we got like 30 people in here, so we're going to have to make it quick. I'm going to start with Diamond.
In the Black.
Oh, we got the In the Black segment? I do this every week.
You have to give the address to the church.
I do this every week.
You do that when you get your shout-outs.
Yeah. Okay, my bad. We're going to go into the In the Black segment, and then we
Yes, Courtney's In the Black.
Real quick, it's just I just wanted to give a shout-out back in the day. It's not really back in the day, but today is National Tequila Day. What? So, it's nothing serious.
Like it's got the word day in it. That's
right, you know, that's it.
I don't even drink tequila. I don't even drink all that.
I don't even drink.
I drink dark liquor.
Courtney,
I drink dark liquor.
I come out for the festivities, I guess.
I drink dark
I drink a lot
of tequila. I was just
Courtney, we seen you at your finest.
And that wasn't tequila.
Courtney's birthday like a week ago.
Yeah, we saw those pictures.
So I just went, it's Friday. It fell on a Friday. It's Happy Tequila Day. And I just saw this funny video to keep everything lighthearted.
Courtney, I like your look today. I like your look.
She cute.
I like your look
Feeling
today.
myself. I know.
Just so you know, he's looking below the neck. You know.
Team awkward. Hit him with the disclaimer real quick. It's some bullshit.
Views and comments expressed on the following radio program.
So our engineer Chris is about to pull up this. It's just a fun feeling video of let loose, have fun, and hey.
What? I'm confused.
It's an awesome video right here.
Oh, this my man right here.
Oh, he was getting it.
Hold on, wait. Yeah. My man. Can't tell him nothing.
Live life. Have
With the
fun.
canes out.
Now that's back in the day. He used to get it back in the day.
You know what he did.
Look, he got a CVS bag posted to his belt.
Or his coloscopy bag. I couldn't tell.
He got his Walkman.
Right. So that's it. That's a nice little back in the day.
He must have had
Yeah.
pop off.
But that video came out like never mind. Let me stop.
That's my first time seeing it.
That video came out last year, didn't it?
What's the back in the day? It's the
Okay.
back
I
in the
never
day
saw
video.
it.
All right.
That's a funny video. I seen that before.
All right. Well, let's go around and introduce our people. Tell us where your fans can find you at.
Can we start with let's start with Potty Mouth real quick. Go
Hey,
ahead.
Potty Mouth.
Yo, what up, everybody? This is Diamond, aka Potty Mouth. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook as Diamond Mind Yours, and Instagram Potty Mouth 216.
I like it. I like it with your bucket hat on. I see
Like
you.
that. Y'all like that?
Yeah. You pass it to Tony real quick.
Let's
Let Tony
see some Rhythm Nation.
tell the people where they could find you, bro.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Tony J. You can find me on Facebook, Tony J. You can find me on Instagram, Tony J _803.
My man polished when he came on there. He winked and gave him.
One more time. I'm sorry.
Yes, be on the lookout for Truth Hurts. You know, like I said, date with a purpose. Don't settle. Know your worth.
That's right.
You go.
Good work.
Hey, Diamond, tell the people where they can find you at.
Twitter and Instagram at A Genuine Diamond.
Nice.
I like you with your what kind of stone is that you got on?
Amethyst.
Amethyst. I can't spell that.
No, but I'm collecting crystals, and I told my sister to get me some for my birthday.
That
So
joint
she
is
got me
big.
amethyst.
That joint glued
I
on
didn't
there?
make it. No, I wish I could. I want to start learning how to make them, but I don't know how. She got it in like New York at some kiosk somewhere.
Nice.
Yeah, I like your
But
outfit.
yeah.
You know,
Thank you so
Haitians
much.
and Jamaicans.
We got
Hello
Maya.
again. Maya Milana here.
Hit her with a round of applause right quick.
Publicist here to meet all your PR needs. You can
Diamond,
find
we
me on all
appreciate you
social
too.
media at Weirdo with Soul.
Hey, can we get Kim on?
Hello, this is Kim. You can find me on Instagram, Kim
Team
Cardial.
Latina, right?
Team Latina.
That's what you're going with?
There you go.
Yeah.
No, Cardial, not Kardashian. No. Yeah.
Better.
There you go.
We appreciate you being in the building.
Hey, my name is Dorian from Salam Nation. You can find me on Instagram at Dorian Mansa or Salam Nation on Instagram as well, and Dorian Emmanuel on Facebook. So.
All right.
Sexy voice.
What's this, Laura?
That was the DJ.
Shout out to DJ Aleeeeks on the ones and twos real quick. Can you tell the people where they can find you, bro?
Oh yeah, just Google Aleeeeks. A-L-5-E-S-K-S. Aleeeeks.
It's 5 E's, all right?
Aleeeeks.
5 E's.
Yes.
And an S.
Aleeeeks.
All right?
All right.
Yeah.
And the name is.
You pass the mic on. We gotta go quick though.
All right, I ain't even been on yet. Y'all don't have no idea who I am, but y'all can find me on Instagram at The Real Omar.
We do this.
It's periods between every word.
What do you do, Omar? Just shout. What you do?
Oh yeah, I rap.
Oh, okay.
I rap and I give intimidating looks to people.
Don't worry about what I do.
Y'all wait a minute. I'll freestyle for y'all.
Hey, go ahead, man. Tell the people.
I get 30 seconds of bars.
Oh, is me?
They don't want to be on camera. They say nah. I'm cool.
The sky, we don't know y'all.
Yeah, I don't know y'all. Yeah.
What's up? I'm DJ Kara. You can follow me on Instagram, DJ.Kara, K-A-R-A. And SoundCloud, DJ Kara as well.
I like
so, Thank you. Thank you. I feel like, yeah. You like that.
Be for boss. We can pass the mic real quick.
No, he doesn't want to be on.
He don't want to talk.
Hi guys.
It's all good. Go ahead.
Hi guys, intern Haley here. Back finally. I'm so excited. You guys can catch
Hit her
me.
with the round of applause. She been out.
Hi,
She been
thank
going
you.
for me.
Thank you. You can catch you on Instagram and Twitter. Haley Natae, HALIENATAE. Thank you.
We appreciate you. Let's go around the panel real quick. We can start with you, Pastor.
My name is Reverend Stephen Carter. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Stephen Carter NY, Stephen Carter NY. And if you're in the LA area, this Sunday I'm preaching at Mount Sinai Baptist Church, 8 a.m. and 10 a.m., 3669 West 54th Street, Los Angeles, California. And I'll be there again Tuesday at 7 p.m. So I'll be there Sunday, 8 a.m., 10 a.m., and Tuesday at 7 p.m. talking about the book Resurrection from Rejection. Again, Stephen Carter, NY.
Nice.
And we appreciate having you in the building, man. A lot of real deep convo. Usually we keep it light, you know. Usually we keep it light, but we really appreciate you. I think that you gave us a lot today, man. Leanne, go ahead.
Hi, comedian Leanne Tooker. That's Leeann.
Team Diversity.
Tooker like hooker, but with a T. That's
Damn
my
right.
Instagram, my Facebook, my website, and coincidentally tomorrow night I'm in a stand-up comedy and storytelling show called Back in the Day.
Oh, yeah.
And it's all about childhood, and it's in Pasadena. If you hit my Instagram or my schedule on my website, you can find out where.
By the way, I saw a picture of you as a baby. You was a cute little kid. I was like, damn.
Thank you. I know.
I know you was tearing something up, though.
My parents totally should have loved me, you guys. I was so cute.
They didn't?
Not really.
Shout out to Leanne's parents. Team Kids.
They just didn't know how to love, Leanne. That's all.
It's okay.
We got Alexis. Go ahead.
I feel the love in this room, you guys.
You accept it.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's
I like
right.
that.
Accept it and move on.
We got love for you, Leanne. Go ahead, Lord. Tell the people. I'm sorry, Alexis. Tell the people where they can find you.
What's up? You could find me on Instagram at Miha_the_alien, but the E is a 3. And then on SoundCloud, it's.
Can we get a
Say that one more time, because don't nobody know how to spell Miha, man.
That's how I know you're 19.
Write this down.
Wait a second.
I need a visual on
Just
that.
got out of high
Give
school.
me the SoundCloud because I sing. So it's Alexis Brooke, ALEXSISBROOKE. I could sing.
Bust a what?
Go ahead, say something.
Bust a note.
No. You want to sing real quick?
Sure. I'll sing some Keisha Cole.
All right. Good. Turn the music off real quick. We got a quick spot real quick. Generation U exclusive. I have a feeling she's gonna be good. Take it away.
You need to get if you don't wanna love you the right way. He ain't gonna. It ain't where it's at. It's where he wanna be.
Sitting on all that time.
On the spot, though.
She ready?
She said it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and bust one off real quick.
this
Is that
thing.
that's what you're saying?
Alright.
That's what it calls.
Ready.
Tell the people your SoundCloud one more time.
It's Alexis Brooke, ALEXSISBROOKE.
You need to change that girl tomorrow, tonight, right now. Before we get off the air.
Hey DJ, go ahead and cue that up real quick. We're gonna keep it pushing. Let's go around the main panel and get it cracking. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. It's your boy William Basham. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at _WilliamB1. Also look out me for some acting projects I do got working on. I'm actually doing a web series with her here.
Where did you get that hat though? Where'd you get the hat?
In Seattle.
I don't know, man. I found it somewhere.
It's like
one of your parents' house.
it's like 90 degrees out right now. It's hot right
Trying
now.
to keep his waves laying there.
Don't you notice that every time I try to get my tags, he cut in?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's all good.
Team Light Skin.
What's up,
right
you guys? Comedian Courtney Black here. Oh, you didn't? I thought.
Fuck your outro. I'm already pouring my language.
Y'all done took my headphones. Y'all done took my voice. I can't even speak. It's freedom of speech. What's going on in this world today?
I was trying to keep it running. You not. Go ahead.
Light skinned brothers don't get no respect.
You shouldn't be so.
It is like a plight. The light skin plight.
Get back in there.
Go ahead, man.
Oh no, we're just talking about a couple film projects I did.
Keep going. My bad, Will. Go ahead. My bad.
Nah, that's all good.
All right.
Well, if you're gonna be a diva about it, go ahead. Keep it pushing, Courtney.
You gonna keep around it? Courtney Black in the building. Comedian. Find me at CourtneyBlackComedy.com. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram is all there. Go ahead and like me, follow me. Find me, my soulmate. Thank you.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. I like your hair natural, you know what I'm saying? It's always good looking. Go ahead, I want to tell Kat, go ahead and take it away.
Yes, so it's Kat. I guess I earned that name. It's Catherine J. Hood. But you can find me on, on Twitter and Instagram, Kathy J. Hood, Kathy with the C. And see some of my political pictures. I took some pictures over the weekend with some mayors. Yeah.
Political.
So, political, of course. So check it out.
You know Donald Trump personally?
Nah, I ain't. No.
So let me ask you a question. Let's go real quick. Are you a Republican? Are you a Democrat or independent?
Look, I'm just out here. I'm learning.
She said I don't
but
choose sides
I've had
yet.
like a lot of
All right.
She just want to say.
I guess that's not like the most appropriate question. I'm sorry.
No,
You can see how much I know about politics. I don't know
I don't have to belong to one.
Anyway, man, it's Generation U Radio, man. We appreciate everybody coming out in the building. Turn my music up real quick, man. It's the Back in the Day show. You know what I'm saying? If you you know what I'm saying, if you get a chance, make sure to subscribe to what we're doing, man. Everything that we do, it's for a purpose. It's not just out here to have fun and to you know what I mean, tell jokes and everything like that. We're really trying to bring some things to the community and raise some awareness about some important issues like what we have today. It's the Back in the Day show, Generation U Radio. If you get a chance, subscribe, like I said, Gen U Radio. And if you don't remember anything else about the show, remember these three things: support the art, support the people, and support the movement. Generation U Radio. We'll be back next week.
Reality Radio.
Now just throw your hands in the motherfucking air and wave the motherfuckers like you